Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Temi, and today we're going to be having a special guest, so stay tuned. Such a beautiful day. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I have a guest.
Hi.
So this is Ife. She's like my sister, and we've been together since I moved to London. And today we are going to kind of be talking about UK
mannerisms.
Yeah.
Say it.
I said mannerisms. She said mannerisms.
Mannerisms.
Mannerisms. So guys, we're going to be talking about UK mannerisms. So I really do hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to be talking to you about the things that you shouldn't do, or you should do, or you should take note of.
Or you should say, not say, alternatives, etc. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be launching this with a story time of how I almost got into trouble. So I went to go and post an item, and apparently there were supplements inside the box.
Health supplements.
Yeah, health supplements. And then the woman, what do they call them? Attendant.
Yeah, the counter at the post office.
The woman at the counter was like, so what are you going to post today? And I was like, drugs. Then she looked at me. She said, sorry? I said, drugs. Then she looked at the man beside her, and you could almost tell that if there was a red button, they were about to press it. So maybe call the police. Hello, there's someone that wants to post drugs. We don't really know what to do. I'll probably have entered inside trouble. And then it now clicked because an African man was behind me, and then I was like, oh sorry, I can't remember what I now said later on, but that's how I got out of trouble. And I know that there are so many times that we probably use Nigerian phrase, like everybody said, oh, did you buy drugs, or go to the chemist and get a drug from malaria drug. But they're just some things that are just like Nigerians' way of life, but you can't do that here if not put it like drugs. So the right thing to say is
medication. It's medication. You go to the pharmacist, you get medication. Okay, we don't call it drugs, and the reason why is because here they think drugs are like cocaine or weed, those kind of dangerous things. It's not like.
But you know what, I feel like they're not serious, because I see a lot of people rolling weed in the bus. So I'm like, is weed illegal?
Weed is illegal.
But by the way, we're not promoting weed in any way.
No, not in any way. Weed is illegal.
We don't smoke,
here.
just so you know.
We don't smoke either. We don't do any of it. But weed is illegal here. But I feel like weed is a gateway drug, so they're not as hard on weed as they are on
some people can just say, oh, it's helping my mental health,
yeah,
or it's making me productive.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know,
yeah.
But I just see different people doing different things, and in this country, just mind your business and be going.
honest.
So that's what we're going to be launching with, and I think the second one that we're going to be talking about is
story time for me.
Okay.
So I was actually born in Nigeria. Okay, I came here when I was really young. I came here when I was 5. But anyway, I was in PE, physical education. Let's start that again. I was in physical education PE at school, secondary school, and this must have been year 7 or year 8. I can't remember which one exactly, but it's like a rule in PE. If you have long hair, you have to pack it up, right? Tie it up.
PE is what we call. Yeah, we call it PE.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. You've got to tie your hair up, health and safety, make sure that it doesn't get caught in your earrings or whatever, and you have to take your earrings out as well. Anyway, one of my friends, she had her hair down and she had her hairband on her wrist, and I was like, oh, you have to pack your hair up. And she was like, what? And I was like, you've got to pack your hair up. She was like, pack my hair up. And they all started laughing, because apparently that's not a thing people say. So from then I never said it. It's always, you got to tie your hair up or tie it back. We don't pack it up.
Yes.
We tie it up.
And
okay?
I feel even the Nigerian accent, when I found that when I first came, I'll be saying some things and I'm actually serious and people are laughing, and I'm wondering what's making them laugh. Even if I used to do it, they used to feel I'm funny, but I'm they're just I don't know, maybe it's Nigeria. I remember the time I went out with grandma, and then I was like, oh, are we entering the bus now? She said, it's not enter the bus, we're going to take a bus. So things like that.
Taking the bus 62.
Yeah. So yes, so those are the kind of things that you should take note of. And I mean, if they laugh at you, laugh with them. I was talking to someone and they were talking about schools and bullying. Did they ever bully you in school?
I was bullied in primary school, but
Why?
It wasn't for my accent. I don't know. It's just kids are mean. You know what I mean? When you're younger.
So what do you think helped?
Well, eventually my mum moved me out of the school, but it wasn't because of the bullying. Like, it was really strange. This girl would like bully me at school, and she was like the queen bee kind of thing. So I kind of like kept out of her way, didn't really want trouble. And I'm never going to forget this one day I was walking home from school with my grandma, and this girl comes up to me, no squad, no entourage, nothing, just me and her. And I'm like, why are you talking to me? And she was like, she apologized. She was like, I'm really sorry for the way I treat you at school. And I was so shocked.
It's a lie. It's not you had your grandma with
I
you.
will never. My grandma didn't know. Like, no one knew that I was being
the
bullied.
Lord visited her in the dream.
I was so
you know when
shocked.
they say your mother's prayers used to work? Maybe that was what was happening.
It was
And she could
crazy.
not see. But moving on. So I mean, those are like the kind of things that happen when you're Nigerian. Yeah, another thing is that when you're in uni, when you're like, or work or anywhere, like, you don't discuss salary, you don't discuss scores. Even like when you know, in Nigeria, like when your results come and you're like, oh boy, what did you get? Or what did you, like, I don't know how to speak pidgin well, but like, oh, what did you get in that course? But here you can't say that. They will just look at you like, what? And then you're just like, it was alright. It was alright. No,
It's alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
So that's what they say, and I'm like, no one's going to discuss. It was good, actually.
Didn't be too bad. I'm happy with what I got.
Yeah. Did you get what you expected? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're very like conservative here. Like, I remember when we first came to the UK, my mum was like really shocked that I didn't know what my friends got in like maths or whatever, and she was like, what kind of friends are you if you can't even discuss scores? It's like, no,
They like Nigerian parents, they do it so that they'll say, does this person have 2 heads?
Yeah, like in Nigeria they post your score I was like, I don't want that.
They don't do that. So
Yeah, they don't
I
do
feel like that's like, people generally don't say that. Even like salary, when you say, oh boy, see, I'm broke, or see my account self, don't even like show your account.
Show your account for what?
Don't show. Even if you're 5. I remember the time I was about to do it with a friend, and she was like, no, never ever do that.
Yeah.
Sandra, thumbs up to you.
But I think it's like security as well, because I think like hacking is so much more easier.
And aside
here.
from that, envy, because I mean, this country, things are very expensive. So if people see you doing well and stuff, they'll be like, they might expect you to pay for everything. Now that brings us to our like second point. You know, in Nigeria, when we do not second point, it shall brings us to the next point. So you know, in Nigeria, when you do parties, it's you that will pay for everything. But here, you either split the bill,
Yeah.
or everybody pays for themselves.
Yeah.
So guys, this is just to highlight a point that even when you go and visit your friends in their houses, if they order anything, just always get ready to pay for it, because a similar thing happened to me. I went to a friend's house. We were kind of like doing summatives and work for school, and she ordered food. I thought she was really being nice, but at the end of the day, when I was about going back home, she asked me for the money for the food. So guys, always be prepared. That was a very shocking situation for me. I don't want it to happen to you.
I think, what was it, my 21st birthday, I had a barbecue. Yeah, I had a barbecue. Like, even my mom, she paid for a lot of it. I paid for some things as well. And when we were planning my graduation dinner pre-COVID, my mom was like, okay,
Which graduation dinner?
we're gonna have a graduation dinner before COVID.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
My mom was like, okay, how many people are coming, which restaurant, we need to like know how much we need to like save up or whatever in advance. But that's a very like Nigerian thing, and I think that's one thing I like about our culture here.
And I feel like
it's very strict.
Nigerians are rich low-key, because everything, I find it weird that here you kind of like take credit for everything. Even like phones, their credit plans. In Nigeria, you pay everything cash. Even like housing here, you probably have to pay like per
You
month.
do like a down payment.
But in
that you pay for
Nigeria,
the
some
mortgage.
places take minimum of 2 years, some 1 year. So I'm like, what's going on? Then that brings us to another point, which is like distance. Because when I came, I don't like walking. I don't know if there's any Nigerian that really likes walking, to be honest. But I didn't like walking, and every time probably
She
I
still
got,
doesn't.
yeah, but anytime I got confused about the road, I'll be like, sorry, excuse me, do you know this place? How far will it, like, how long will it take me to get to this place? And they'll be like, oh, it's not too far, it's just a mile ahead. And I'm like, sorry, like, how many minutes? Like, you want to know the amount of minutes or hours it's going to take you, but here everybody kind of like says miles, 0.4, 0.2. But I think it's because like in Nigeria, most people don't use Google or something, and then when you're when you're asking for directions, they say go down, turn left, oh, they'll just say just be going down, you see one building, enter there. But here they don't do that. They don't even use like landmarks or stuff. They'll just be like, it's not too far. That's what they will say.
Because nothing is too far, especially like when you're living in London. Maybe it's different in like Durham, but in London everything is like
in
very
Durham, you walk
easily
everywhere.
accessible.
Yeah. And that's another, I think I've said this before in my last video, that you should not give advice unless it's asked for, because some people, to be honest, they just want to talk. Or some people, when they are complaining about how annoying their lecturers are, they're just doing it to pass time. It's not as if they want your advice. They're just like,
yeah,
oh, I don't really like that lecturer.
I think they just want to like let off some steam. And I think also, like, as part of like British culture, we're all very like civil and polite, so we avoid confrontation. So like saying something back, it seemed a bit like we don't do that.
Even if somebody is being rude to an elderly person, do you know nobody will speak up? And sometimes I'm like,
because you mind your own business, mate.
I'm just like,
you don't know what people are carrying before someone comes to bring out a knife. Mind your own business.
That's true. And some people, may God, there are some teenagers, they would intentionally. One of my friends told me about how she was going, I don't know what she was going for, but it was very early and she was on the train, and literally these people almost set her on fire. Like, they had to stop the train. They put a newspaper and then lit the candle under her leg. And apparently they were doing it for jokes and laughing and all of that, but that's like a serious hazard. You can burn down a train station, but these people don't know. When I was coming back from Milan last week, these people were standing on the road with cardboard. If you horn, we drink. That's how everybody was just honeying on the road, honey. In my head, I'm like, God, this country as well. And then public holidays are not that much, because I know that when I was here, even like for masters, public holiday, we still used to go to school or like go to uni. No, we call it school, but they're like, go to uni.
Yeah, they're very like clear cut about like the different stages. It's not school if you're in uni, it's not school if you're in college.
But
about public holiday, don't know what she's talking about. Up until like undergrad, uni, you get public holiday off, so you don't have to go for lectures, you don't go into school.
And they call it bank holiday.
Yeah,
when I came, I was like, which one is bank holiday? Is it that the banks, they will not work on that day?
Banks don't work on public holiday.
Yes, maybe that's why. But actually, most times, is it that the day is like a historic event, maybe Queen Elizabeth's birthday?
Yes, yeah, most times.
Or St. Patrick's. Was that?
St. Patrick's is Ireland, we don't do that.
Oh, sorry. There's like a... You know, like...
There's a reason.
So when I say Sha in Nigerian, they'll be... Like, British people, they'll be like, oh, well... You know, like when I say Sha or like...
Yeah,
they'll be like, oh well, or maybe great, or swell, or bless,
swell, or bless your heart, love, bless your heart.
That's how the northern people talk. Yeah. The flower, how you doing? I don't even know how to talk like them, so let me not even try.
That's so funny.
And then if I was going to talk about like dinners, and dinner is by like 5, I thought it was
okay. The thing is, here I learned that they have dinner like very early. Like, some families can have dinner as early as like 5 p.m. and then they have like a snack at like 7. Like, when I went for NCS, which is like National Citizenship Service, I don't know, you like
is it like stuff. NYSC?
No, it's not as long. It's over a summer. It's not compulsory.
For what age?
I think I was before I went to 6th.
So it's compulsory for that age.
No, it's not compulsory for that age. You can do it if you want to.
I know that in Norway you have to go to the army. But that's by the side.
Just going to the army. But we had dinner every day at 5, and then at like 7 we would have like toast, which was like meant to be a snack. But some families eat dinner like really, really early. And to be fair, I think 5 is a bit too early, but I find like with Nigerians we eat very late. Like, if you look at like science or like recommendations for when you should have dinner, they say no eating past 8 to give your time, like your body time to like process and digest, and
before
everything.
7 or like after 7 you shouldn't eat.
No, isn't it yeah, okay, maybe after 7, or before 8, sometime between 7 and 8.
You know, Nigeria, we have different myths. They will say, don't take milk when you're taking malaria drug. Don't take and when I came, my friend was just looking at me because she's a pharmacist. Not her mom's also a pharmacist, but my friend, you have to come in today. But my friend is a pharmacist, and she was just looking at me weird. That's another thing when it comes to like dinners and stuff, guys. Points to note. Please ask the people that are going to their house. Do you have a cat? Do you have a dog? I know Nigerians don't like cats and dogs. Me, I hate them. That's how your girl went for one dinner. I don't even know, I was in the kitchen. I just saw one cat coming. If you see the way I screamed, and I had green eyes, I was like, oh, somebody's mother. And everybody was just looking at me. I was like, oh my god, that human beings can be inside these people. Then the woman, you know, like in my last video I said like suggestive questions, so the woman was kind of like, oh, but have you ever seen any before, like in a, and then I was like, no, in movies. She just nodded her head and kept talking. So I feel like I don't know, if you're scared about those kind of things, make sure you confirm from the host before you go. And another thing is like when they are serving food in Nigeria, we probably do, oh, do you want tea or juice or apples or something, and then they have the main food, and then they have, what do they have for desserts? I don't think we do desserts like
I don't think
that.
Nigerians do desserts.
We don't do,
because starting will be like pepper soup, right? Then you have your main
or
meal,
fruit salad,
or fruit
like
salad, yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
But here it's more of like crisp. Then you have crisp bread. Then you have
bread
the
and
main
cheese is
meal.
a really popular one.
Oh my god,
bread and cheese.
I went for one party. The only things that were there were cheese, and that's another thing. One of the reasons why I always carry my water bottle, because there are some parties you go to and it's literally only alcohol, and I don't drink, so I find that very frustrating. So I always carry my water bottle around, and if I don't have a water bottle, I would just not drink anything till I get home. So like after the main meal, then they now have like desserts, like cakes or stuff or sweets, and then after that they can now ask you if you want tea or coffee. So I think it's quite different in that sense.
I just want to make a comment about what Temi said about pets. Now I know in Nigeria some people are very like superstitious, you know, we're battling demons in there, you know, someone's mother can enter into the cat. We don't rock like that here. We don't do that here. There's a cat, yeah. Our neighbours have like cats, so sometimes, yeah, there'll be cats that come into our garden, and Temi's like, if there somebody's mother is in there, if there the cat, and this girl won't go outside into the garden because the cat is there. So I think like these are a lot of like the superstitions that you need to get over before you come here, because like animals or pets are very like dear to British people. If they have a pet, they'll treat it like their child. So I feel like it's something you just have to get over. And you can't make like derogatory comments. You can't say, you gotta respect.
You can't say that, oh, some people eat rabbits, some people eat dogs. I know Akwa Ibom people, I think they eat dogs, and you can't make those kind of comments here, because they will just look at you like
they're not food, they're pets.
Most people here, some of them are vegan, and you can't like make fun of vegan food, like, you are not eating well. You know, in Nigeria, like if you're slim like me, they'll say, you're not eating, no, you know, you need to be strong. Maybe you need to eat pounded jam or something. But here, like if you make that kind of comment about a vegan, the person will be really offended.
Yeah.
And like she said, British people don't like confrontation.
Yeah.
So once you've said that kind of thing, they just roll their eyes, and you just see that you disappear. You won't talk. You won't see them to talk again. And when they are talking about you, they don't talk with their chest. Do you get what I mean? They probably say it at someone's back or like something, or like the lousy ones will just tell you.
Yeah.
But I feel like Nigerians, we are kind of like more confrontational, so like there should be a balance.
Yeah.
And I feel like you should listen more than you talk.
Definitely.
Because like Nigerians, we like to talk, we like to give advice. You know, they used to say something that if there's a child in a community, the whole community
is
like
raising that child.
Exactly.
We don't do that.
But yeah, it's not the same.
No.
So not that Mama Ngozi will come and tell Mama Ife that this your child did this. If you do that, Mama Ife, if he's a British person, she'll insult you or she'll shout on you that why you talking about, why you telling her about her child. And some of these people, they can't even do anything.
Yeah,
they can't even beat the child because the child will report to the government.
Yeah, I was on the bus once and there was a lady and she had a son or something, and to be fair, her son was being really annoying. He kept on incessantly pressing the bell, and it was irritating because you press the bell once, the driver has heard you, and this guy goes, can you tell your child to stop that. And the mum was like, don't tell me how to discipline my child. And then he was like, well, if you disciplined your child, I wouldn't have to. And I had never seen anything like that before. Like, most of the time, even if your child is misbehaving, people look at you and walk past. They don't say anything.
Even there was one time when I went to go and see Prince Harry, thank you very much. When I went to go and see Prince, like, there was this child, he was just screaming. You know, sometimes it's just as if you want to smack up. Well, on YouTube, they don't used to smack children.
We don't do that here.
Yeah,
we don't do that.
We don't do that. But it's just as if you want to, you rule or more willingly. At least they can't know that one. But that's and I just looked, and then somebody was, can you tell your child to keep quiet? And then she was like, you want to tell the child for me? Yeah, wow. I just minded my business. When Prince Harry came, I just greeted him and then carried myself and was going. Even when police, Nigeria, sometimes when police comes to a scene, everybody is taking phone recording. They're like, hi, child, one more. If you see what happened, this one. When police are rounding up people, my dear, just be walking on your own. Don't. There's no eye service, because you just come and call. Did you see what happened? Can you make some comments about the event? Next thing you know, you're in court. So please,
no
guys,
way. Be careful. You didn't see, you didn't hear nothing. Mind your business.
So with that, we've come to the end of this video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. I am going to leave a link below with kind of like the popular British slangs. I know that when I came here, I was confused about like quid. Quid is a pound.
It's only £5, mate. Only £5, mate. No
yeah.
problem.
Then they always say cheers. Then what else? Nippy means cold. Knackered means tired.
It's a bit nippy out here.
Yeah, it's a bit. Or I'm a tad tired.
Just a tad tired. A tad busy.
Tad
back
means
in 5, love.
Yeah, a tad means a little, and they always say can't be asked. Can't be asked.
Just can't be asked. Just can't be asked today.
Can't be asked about anything. So can't be asked is can't be bothered. And then what does fluke mean?
Like it was lucky, like it was a one-off, like that was just a fluke, like it wasn't planned for, spontaneous, random.
Yes, just try to, I don't know, God will help you. But I am just here, I'm just like your internet auntie trying to give you tips,
but you'll learn, you'll pick it up. Definitely. I think also don't be afraid to like ask, like once you start making like good friends, they might laugh at you, but at least you're learning, so you don't make the same mistake like going forward. Like you build on your vocabulary and mannerisms and etiquette and all of those things, so just ask from the get-go.
Definitely. Remember, your culture is unique. Like, Nigerians are really unique. That's one thing I can say.
But don't forget your culture.
Definitely. So I really do hope you loved this video, and if you laughed, you smiled, you were amazed, you didn't know some things, please subscribe. Like, if you are watching and you do not subscribe, there's a problem. Just know. So please subscribe. Please share it to your friends, share it to your family members, like anybody that just wants to laugh or have a good day. We're trying to grow this family. I think, to be honest, I feel like this month we should hit 500. So please, guys, like, be generous with that red button and the thumbs up. Do you have any other thing you want to say?
And what is it that YouTubers say? Like, make sure you press the bell icon, so when a new video comes out, then you know you're alerted.
Definitely. And you subscribing doesn't mean that you get email from me regularly. No, it's not any of those things. We won't spam you. It's just so that we can progress in life. This ministry, we have to move it to the permanent sites. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed filming this for you. So please do the needful, and we will see you in our next video. And remember, God loves you and we love you too. Bye.